We're going to be using Canva today to create a zine. One of the first things you'll need to do is go to canva.com and create an account. To create an account, you'll need to sign up over here to the right. Once you select sign up, you'll be given 3 different options to sign up. You should probably use your school email, or if you would like, you can use your Gmail account. If you sign up with your regular school email, it should be the one that ends in mail.broward.edu. You'll need your first and last name, the email of your choice, and a password. You'll need to remember your password in your email in order to sign in each time you use Canva. Once you sign into your account, one of the first things that you'll need to do is choose the format of your zine. As you can see here in the center top of the page, there are several different formats that you can select from. You can also create a design from scratch, or you can always search for a design format up here. The one that is recommended for this class is photo collage. So you simply type in the word photo collage. There are several different layouts for photo collage. You just simply need to choose the one that works best for your design idea for your particular zine. Today we're going to be using one of these as an example. We'll use this one here. Once I select the photo collage option of my choice, if I'm working with a group member, I should go ahead and share this photo collage or share this design with my group member. You can always type in their email address, or you can copy the link listed right here and send it to them via the school email or their personal email account. This will prompt them to sign in to Canva, and from there they can collaborate and edit on this design with you. Once you open this design, if you decide to change the design or change the layout to something else, you can always use the option over here to the left to select a different template. This is organized by different categories such as mood board, fashion photo collage, travel photo collage, and so forth. As you can see, there are plenty of different options available to you, and any one of these that you click on will replace the one that you're currently looking at. If you find yourself looking at a design that has this checkered pattern, which is the Canva copyright, this lets you know that this image is something that is a part of a premium subscription and not free. In these instances, it is suggested that you simply select the image and right-click and delete. This will remove the image and allow you to put a different image in that spot. What you don't want to do is utilize images that are copyrighted by Canva or only available through the premium account, because this will make it so that your zine is not able to be shared. You want to make sure that whichever template or layout you choose does not include any images that have the Canva copyright on top of it. Here is another example of an image where Canva has their copyright watermark over top of the image, and if I wanted to use this layout, the best thing I can do is select the image, right click, and simply delete it from this layout and replace it with another image, which we'll show you how to do shortly. One of the first things that you may want to do is to change the title. They have suggested titles on most of the templates, and so to customize it to your particular needs, you can simply go ahead and select the title area here, and this will pull up an option in a new menu up top here where you can see options to change the font style. You can see options to change the font size, as well as changing the font color to any color that is suitable to you. If I need to change the wording in here, I simply double click into that area, or I can drag and select the entire text area and simply change the title. I'm going to use the title of the zine that I've already created, which is Act Up. So I'm going to type ACTUP zine. As you can see, there are other wording options up here to the top and to the bottom. If I would like to, I can always leave these here, but if I feel that they should be placed elsewhere on the page, all I simply need to do is select it here, and I can use these 4 arrows that are listed right underneath the wording and simply drag it and move it to any area on the page that I would like it to go. If I feel that the font should be bigger, I can simply select this box here, the text box, and come up to where the font size is located and select a larger font that is more appropriate for this zine. One of the requirements for the assignment is to ensure that your zine has a title and also has your name on the cover page. Another option that I have available is to change the color of most of the items that I see on this Canva page here. So, for example, if I wanted to change the background color of this frame, I simply select the area where the background color is located, and I can see up here the menu bar will always change to accommodate options for the item that I've selected. I can go and look at the color box here. If I hover over it, you can see that it's labeled background color. I will select that option, and I can pull up a variety of different colors to change the background to. For example, if I would like this turquoise colored blue, I can select that option and it changes the background color for me. Likewise, most of these additional features here that are located on the page, such as this triangle square, can also change color. So, for the majority of my Canva experience, I can customize my zine to almost any color, size, or other specifications that I see fit for this assignment. The other thing I would like to point out is that there are 4 images in the background here. If I select the images, you can see that for each one, I am allowed to change out this image. So for example, if I want to delete this first image, I can simply select it, right-click, and hit the button that says delete. This gives me an option to replace this image with any other image that I see fit. So if I would like to go to Photos here within Canva, I can select Photos, and I have a variety of different images that I can utilize. The majority of them are free, although there are some that are premium, which you want to avoid because those require payment. But for the most part, if they are free, you will see a small imprinted logo down here that says free. If I would like to search through the images for something more specific, say for instance, magazine, there are a variety of options that I have available that are some pro account, but for the most part there are also free options available, such as this one here. So I simply select that free one right there, and as you can see, it drops the entire image on the page. Once again, I can always drag the image to move it elsewhere, and if I need to fit it within the old box that I deleted the other image from, I simply move it into the box area there, and it will replace that old image and format this new image to fit within the box frame that I set up there. So a lot of Canva is very much user-friendly, in which you can drag and drop your design and simply format it in a way that you see fit. Another feature that you should be aware of within Canva is called layering. So, for example, if I select the box that has my zine Act Up title right here, you can see that a new menu opens up towards the top here. But as far as layering goes, you can position each of these items in different ways. So for example, if I wanted my title to go behind my images here for any reason, I could go to where it says position, and I can have it put the title box behind the layer here. So as you can see, once I selected backwards, my title went behind my series of images here. Layering is a great feature that can add a lot of different customizations to your design. Within Canva, if I want to add a new page to my zine, I simply go to the bottom of the screen here and select the option that says Add Page. I'm going to click that, and as you can see, this one gives me a blank page to work with. There are 2 different options that you have, actually 3, when it comes to adding images or adding a template to your blank page here. So one option is to go to the Templates tab over here to the left, select it, and you can add any other template onto this page. So once again, we originally used this template here that's in the top left, but each new page is a new opportunity to use a different template. So for example, I can select this one here, and it will apply this new template to this new page. If I scroll up, you can see that my first page is still there. Another option that you have for outlining or laying out your zine page is to go into Elements over here to the left. And Elements has an option, if I scroll further in, that is labeled Grids. And if I go to See All under Grids, you'll see that there are a variety of different gridded layouts that I can utilize, and all of these grids are an opportunity for me to add images, colors, letters, or anything that I see fit for my zine. So if you are the type of person that likes a comic strip layout, you can always use one of these grids, such as this one here. Excuse me, let me undo that. You can use the grid such as this one here, and this will give you a grid layout where you can add different images in the comic strip style. The third option that you have is to simply work with the blank page that you have here and fill it in with text, images, graphs, whatever you see fit. It's completely up to you. It's your blank slate. The other option that I can utilize under Elements is Frames. Frames allows me to come in here and select these options here that I can fill in with different photos on my own. So in this instance, I'm going to select this one here. It will move it onto my page, and I can move it around, drag, and resize it to the size that I want. And if I'm interested in filling it in with my image, an image that I found through one of the approved websites, I can come over here to Upload. I can select Upload Media, and this allows me to select any images that I have downloaded from the image websites that I wish to use. So if I go back, you can see that I have a couple of different images that I downloaded from the previous time that I created my zine. And I'm going to select this one here. And as you can see, if I move it into the frame there, it automatically resizes it and puts it inside of my frame. I'm also going to select this one here, and I'm going to resize it and put it inside of my frame. So now I have these two images that are inside of the frame that I selected. I can always delete all of this and simply drag my images onto the page and move them to any place I see fit, and also resize them. If I wish, for example, to use this image more than once, so if I wanted to duplicate this image a couple of different times, I can select the image, I can go to copy or copy style up here, or I can click the button here that says duplicate, which is probably the easier one. So if I select duplicate, it duplicates the image exactly as I see it right there, and I can move this image around, and once again I have the option to duplicate as many of these as I possibly want to decorate my zine. I can also add different effects to these images, as well as different filters, and then I can adjust the image to certain brightness, contrast, and I can even crop the image if I feel that it needs to be cropped out. I can come in here and move it and crop it out if I feel like there's a part of the image that I want to delete or remove from my zine design. The other thing you can do is also flip the image. So if the image is facing in the wrong direction, I can select the button that says flip it horizontally or flip it vertically, and this will change the image and flip it around for me. As you can see, there are a series of texts here that are all grouped together. So as I'm moving this title, you can see that the subtitles are moving as well. If I would like to separate these, I can select the option for Ungroup, which allows me to now go in here and move each one of these as a separate element on its own. If I have a series of words, such as these, that I want to move all together at the same time on my zine, let's say I want to group them back together, I simply come in here and I can drag and select. So as you can see, as I'm dragging, it's allowing me to select multiple options here. And then I can go ahead and group it again, and this allows me to move everything over at one time in any direction that I see fit. So this is a really nifty feature. Anytime you use something inside of Canva that you're not happy with, you can always come up here to undo it. and it allows you to undo any number of times until you can go back to the phase of the project that you were satisfied with. The other thing to keep in mind as well when you're utilizing Canva is that all of your changes are saved automatically. When it comes to making multiple pages, if you have a layout that you would like to use on more than one page, you can simply select the option up here that says duplicate page, or you can add a page down here and select from the templates that we looked at earlier. So I'm going to duplicate this page, and as you can see, this is an exact copy of the previous page that I had before. Another feature I wanted to point out is that you can always come up here and copy and paste anything from any one of these templates onto the ones further down. For example, if I wanted to copy this here, I could select copy, come down into my new template, and select paste. This will paste it here, and I can decide from there if I want to position it backwards, if I want to send it all the way to the back. So I'm going to position it backwards there. And as you can see, it positions it backwards based on one image at a time. So I would have to continue selecting that option in order to get it to go to the back of my zine design here. I can also make sure that it is more transparent than anything else, and this will allow the words and other things on my original design to show up more. One of the other things that you can utilize as far as copy and paste is copying a design style. So for example, if I like the wording or the way that these words are laid out here, I can select the words and then I can go into where it says copy style, select that, and I can paste the style onto any of the other fonts that are up here. So as you can see, it pasted that font size and style onto whatever I selected. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to try it again on a different portion of my cover page. So I can copy this style here and apply it to my name. I just have to make sure that I see the blue box around my name before I click on it, and now it will apply that particular font size and style to my name. This is a very easy way to make sure that all of your fonts and font styles are consistent throughout the zine without having to go through and select the font every time. You can simply copy the style and apply it to any font that you see fit. You can also copy the style of transparency right here and apply it to any of the other images. So this is a really easy way to kind of copy over what you've already done onto other pages within the zine to remain consistent. I want to remind you that you should do when you're creating your zine is to have a references page. So I have a blank page here, and I'm simply going to go into the text option over here, and I'm going to add a heading, or I can add one of these options down here to make it more playful in design. So I'll use this one here, and I will type in the word reference. If you're using more than one, then you would say references. In this instance, this is way too large, so I will need to come in here and select the entire thing and reduce the font size to maybe font 28, or I can use 36. I'm going to put it at the top here. And then the other thing I should do is add in my references. So another thing I can add in is a subheading or a body text down here. And this allows me to start typing in my references list here. So if I'm using my ACT UP acronym from Simmons University, I would just recreate the citation and cite Simmons University Library. I've gone ahead and copied over the URL link, and as you can see, the URL link is not active in this instance. So in order to create an active URL link in Canva, you can select the entire URL. You can come up to where it says link up here, and you can paste in the URL link and apply it. This will activate the link, and because this is a citation, I should probably go ahead and make sure that it is aligned to the left side of the page. And this would be my one reference for this particular assignment. I can also make it a little smaller. by dragging and dropping. And then I can also come in here and maybe move it over to fit within the box there. And so this would be my references page where I include the citation for all of the sources that I utilized in researching for my topic. When I'm ready to share my completed zine, I simply come up to here where it says share. And instead of using the link where anyone can edit, I can select share a link to view. This allows me to copy a link, and I can paste this link into my D2L discussion post. This will allow my classmates to click on the link and view my zine, which is very similar to what I did for the ACT UP zine that is included in your class. It is a link that you click on to view the zine online. So if I were to copy that link and paste it into here, you can see that this makes it so that my zine is viewable completely online as a digital zine.